It has been a minute since I've gone live uh, outside of just my Facebook group. So right now I'm live in a few places. So I just want to make sure that I'm in the right place, at least in my group. Yay, I am. Okay, so today, so I do these weekly pep talks for my Facebook group every week on Monday. And I think they're awesome. And people seem to get a lot out of them. So I thought today I would go live elsewhere. Let me open the chat. Um, I don't know what that says. Hey, I made a live. Yay. It just says Facebook users. So I don't know why. It won't let me see who it is. But I'm glad you're here live. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about distractions because the internet is completely distracted by something that happened yesterday. And I'm not even going to talk about it because that's not the point of this video. So the point of this video is to ask you a question. And that question is, are you letting distractions pull you away from the things that you know you should be doing? So whatever happens, in the news or and I don't mean like tragedies and stuff. That's obviously very serious. But, when things happen in in the news, um, and we or, just on the internet in general or in our lives, and we let that pull us away from the things we know we should be doing, whether that is writing a book or running our business or anything really that's going to help us move into a place where we are actually achieving the goals that we've set for ourselves. Sorry, I have like way too much lip gloss on right now. This is what you get, guys. The unfiltered. Anyway, um, if I mean, first of all, you should be setting goals for yourself because a man without a vision or a person without a vision will perish. And that's something that happens to me when I'm feeling just discouraged and frustrated with my life in general. It's usually because I haven't set a new vision, like a mountain to look to. And so I'm just living in the here and now, and I'm focused on everything that's directly in front of me. And as a result, I get so down. And I really find that when I have something in the distance to look forward to, even if it's like not going to happen for a decade, I need something way over there to help me keep going during those times where it's frustrating or life gets really busy or something happens that's really discouraging. I need to be able to keep looking at something beyond myself and beyond the here and now. So that's number one, really important to do. Distractions cost me my goal last year. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, it's happened to all of us. So when we do set a goal, so like right now, one of my goals is to finish writing my second novel because I have my first one done and it's published, but it's a series. It's a three-part series, and it's been a year since I finished writing the second one and started writing this one. So like it's really time to pick it back up and to actually do it. And and I find that when I set a goal, I get almost like these tests to see committed, how committed am I to this goal? Because something will happen on Facebook or something will happen, in my life or to someone I know. And if I let myself get distracted by it, then I don't focus on my goals and I don't actually do the things that I know I need to do to get, I mean, for me, this book written, which is, I mean, it's not a simple goal, but it's very straightforward. Write the chapters, send it to your editor, get it published. Um, Yeah, opportunities and distractions can be the same thing. But knowing what's an opportunity and what is actually just a distraction is really helpful. And sorry if you guys can hear that very loud plane, but there are lots of planes in Orlando. They fly all the time. Um, so one way to kind of understand whether an opportunity is a distraction or an actual opportunity that you should take, like you should jump into, is something I learned from my mentor Martha Krejci, and she talked about number one, does it fit in with everything else that you're doing? Like, can it just seamlessly pop in? Or is it going to take all of your focus and you've got to basically like drop everything that you're currently working on to focus on this thing? Or does it seamlessly come in and you can still do all of it? That's one way to know whether it's going to be a distraction and whether it's something that you should do right now. So I hope that that's helpful. But anyway, um, so so when you set a goal for yourself, and I find it helpful to set timelines, like I'm going to have this many chapters done by this certain date so that I can send it to my editor and get her feedback and stuff like that. It's really helpful to have, like, to put those in your planner or your calendar or whatever it is you use, and be able to go to those, like, stick to those dates and actually do the things. Again, though, if you're finding that social media is distracting you, or other things in your life are distracting you, then that can be a massive sign of self-sabotage. If you've been like, if you know that you have goals, if you know that you have things that you need to be doing to get to those goals so that you can have the life that you want to live, but instead you've spent all morning looking up Will Smith and Chris Rock, that might be a form of self-sabotage. That might be your brain's way of saying, "It's okay. Let's just stay in our comfort zone. Let's not move forward with our lives. Let's just see what's trending. Let's let's analyze it. Let's argue with complete strangers over whether or not it was right, over whether or not, someone should be arrested." I mean, it's just a distraction. It actually has no bearing on your life whatsoever. So, if you are finding yourself incredibly distracted by the things around you, maybe shut them off. Shut them off, set a goal for yourself, set a timer so that you're actually working on the things that you need to be working on, and stop letting outside forces, I don't know what you want to call it, influences, that's a better word than forces. Yeah, don't do it, don't look them up. Stop letting outside influences distract you from your future, because that's really what it's doing. When you are so distracted that, you've spent like 40 hours on social media over a 2-week period, and it wasn't, to increase your clients or anything like that. If it was literally just because you were scrolling, which I do it too, guys. Like, this isn't coming from a place of judgment. It's just you've got to weigh your distractions with your goals and decide which one you want more. And if you want to be distracted, then maybe explore that. Maybe explore why that is. What's really going on in your life? What's really going on in your heart, in your mind, in your soul? Why are you wanting to be distracted more than you're wanting to accomplish your goals? That's my question for you. So, I hope this was helpful. I like to keep these short, because I am so that person that looks at a video and I'm like, 23 minutes. So I like to keep these short. Um, if you have any questions, please let me know. And honestly, all of this is coming from a place of just love, and just this like really deep desire to help as many people as I can accomplish their goals, because I know what it feels like to feel like you were called for more, feel like you are called to do more, to have more impacts in the world, and yet not know how and not know where to begin and not even trust yourself or your abilities or believe that you have anything of value to give to the world. I'm here to tell you that um, number one, you do have value and you have a ton to bring to the world. And your story matters. And you can impact the world if only you'll share the things that you've learned and the things that you've had to go through, but you've gotten to the other side on. And if you need help with that, you know that I would love to help you. If you just want a safe community, I have recently renamed my group to Introverted and Heart Centered Entrepreneurs, Women Entrepreneurs Creating Impact. And that is exactly what we're doing together. We're linking arms and we are going to have a massive ripple effect on the world. So if you're not in that group yet, I have the link in the description of this video. So please feel free to jump in. I am going to be sharing a brand new guide that I made over the weekend in that group first because those people get the exclusive stuff first. So if you want to jump in, feel free. But otherwise, I hope you have the most amazing day. Please don't get distracted for any more time today if you've already wasted the whole morning looking this up and just not doing the things that you know are going to take you to that next level. And again, just kind of your look internally. Look internally. If you are consistently letting yourself get distracted and consistently uh, setting your goals aside to either, you know, look stuff up that doesn't matter or to work on somebody else's dream because it's safer than your own, then you've got to look internally and see why that is, where that started, and what you can do to change it. Because comfort zones are not where great things happen. And unfortunately, most of the world lives in their comfort zone. And we've got a problem in the world. And I'm not going to get into it because then this video will be too long. Maybe next week. But like I said, I hope you have the most amazing day. If you're not in my community, please feel free to join it. I would love to have you in there. And otherwise, I will see you next week now that I have figured out how to turn my camera back on with Restream. Have an amazing day.